Checking in, checking in. Checking in, checking in. Never see my chat. Kitty! Look at I can never see my chat on here. Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm just checking in. We're here. Yeah, just a quick check. Quick check-in. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? How come I can't see my freaking chat? Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Why did it do that? Shit. It was Santa Barbara. Thinking about it. Let me restart this one real quick. I can't see the chat on here for whatever reason. I don't know why it does that, man. Top chat. Not at all. Live chat. See, it doesn't do that. Hold on. When you're going, I'm already coming back. Done. Smell me? Man, I really should take this thing off, man. It feels like it's suffocating me. What's up, stars? What's Gucci? Well, I know, what a freaking day, man. Just like bombshell after bombshell after bombshell, man. I'm like, ah! Hey, Sis Robin, Michi, Stormy, Sharon, Sharoni. Sharoni. Isn't that a song? I don't know. Katie. Nightmares in here. Tabbird. Tribute. YouTube girly. I really wanted to go to Santa Barbara, but since I'm only an hour and a half away over here, because I want to do some searching out there, but I don't know, man. I really need to get some I really need to get some rest. Court was freaking brutal, man. Court was exhausting. I just want to take my drone out there. I'm gonna have to change this. Like, I'm kind of like 50-50 right now. I'm kind of 50-50 right now. Get ready, hon? For what? Who's getting ready? Redesign, re. Yeah, well, I wanted to spend the night up there. It's just because I'm really close. I wanted to spend the night up there, and then I really want to take the drone out in that spot. And if I go back home, then it's going to be a long trip to, I'm still in LA. I had a Zoom meeting. And if I'm still in LA, I mean, if I go back home, it's just gonna be a long drive. So I figured, man, if I'm already up here, then I could be there in like an hour and a half to Santa Barbara. Like, that's the thing that I like. It's like, okay, I'm very close to Santa Barbara. I want to go get some drone footage. You know me, I love my drone footage. I love my drone footage. I want to go out there. Let me put it to a vote. Let me put it to a vote. All right, and think about it, because I'm already here. No, I know it's the point is that I'm here. That is, I'm close to Santa Barbara. I'm a lot closer. So let me ask you guys this: should I go to Santa Barbara? Press 1. Spend the night. Tomorrow we'll do some drone footage, and we will do some searching. I know it's getting late. Listen to me, Kathy. Pay attention. Okay? For tomorrow. Damn, a lot of ones. Holy shit. Get the drone out. Dang. A lot of ones. I know you guys are ride or die, man. You guys are, I thought I was like hardcore, but you guys are hardcore. Yeah, and Santa Barbara is very expensive, but if I go a little bit north, there's some really cheap places. Did I eat anything? No. What's that? What does that mean, eating? What does that mean, Fonzie? Eating? I forget to eat. I get so busy I forget to eat. But there are some in Santa Ynez, and I want to go out there anyways, and there are spots out there that are cheaper, more affordable. Get out there and find those changes. And I have a feeling that I could find something out there. If you look, you will. If you seek, you will find. In this order of food, north of Santa Barbara, and sleep. Boom, Stormy. Simple. I love that. Food, north of Santa Barbara, and sleep. All right, let's do it. Fuck, man, I get excited when you guys are just like, let's do it. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail. I'm gonna put heading towards Santa Barbara. You have to be in court tomorrow? No, there's no court tomorrow. That's it. That's why I'm excited, like, to do these side quests. You know us, we do side quests. I really need to take the shirt off, but I don't want to do it on camera. Okay, that's safe for the Patreons only. I'm just kidding. All right, let me update the thumbnail. Man, you guys are badass, man. You guys are ride or die. I love it. Let me lock my doors, because you know. Hoy no más. Kathy, you good? You Gucci, Kathy? All right. What do you want? User a burger? Do you guys want to eat? What do you guys want to eat? I got you guys. That's crazy. I'm still in LA. I had to do a Zoom meeting. Man, what a day, man. Ooh, pizza. Pizza sounds really good. Shrimp tacos. Oh, they're not Texas tacos though, Michis. Texas tacos. Texas does not play, man. Oh, hot tamales. My face on a plate. Whoa! Give me 1 second. I'm gonna update the let me update the thumbnail real quick. I know. I'm like, man, I want to do some drone footage. Because remember last time we didn't get a chance to do it, then we had to come back down for the court. So I was really kind of bummed out about that. I really was. Oh, thank you, Ella. I appreciate that. Very nice of you. Thank you so much. All right, you're the best. I actually had a steak yesterday. That was nice, man. It was good. Texas Roadhouse, and they were really. It was a good price. I was surprised. That Texas Roadhouse it was really good, and it was a good price. 'Cause I don't have steak that often because it's expensive, but this place was very affordable and much needed. It was much needed for the soul. We are headed north, Miss North. We are headed north to Santa Barbara to do some drone footage. Man, that was the best steak I've ever had, ever. Thanks to my good mod, Julie. She hooked it up, man. Gave me a gift card. So that was cool, man. That was really nice of her. Bubba's 33. What is that? Sounds interesting. Good to support, yeah. I'm just updating the thumbnail real quick. Yeah, this is a good plan because I'm really close to Santa Barbara, and if I go back down to San Diego, oh my gosh, it's gonna be like a 4-hour drive, and I'm gonna be hating it. All right, it's updated. Wow, look how pretty these palm trees are, man. LA's so gorgeous. It's scary and gorgeous at the same time. All of a sudden I can't see. Oh, there's my chat. All right, let's go. I just needed a little motivation from the Shark family. Plus I wanted to check in. There was a big outage from T-Mobile. All the cell phones were down, man. Are you sure it's not a terrorist attack, guys? Stars, do you know if it was a terrorist attack or something? I got a little scared, man. Not gonna lie. I was like, man, I hope nationwide. I was like, man, woo, brown girl. Are you sure it wasn't a terrorist attack? Kind of. I was questioning it. Like, wait a minute. Yours was okay. Very GTA-ish. Very GTA-ish. What does that even mean? Yeah, it was wild. Actually, it could be because a lot of Love Drive with our favorite Shark celebrities were hacked today too. Oh shoot. Yeah, you guys motivated me today. Hold on, let me put my sandals on. Oh dang, hold on. Ugh. You have Verizon for a long time? Oh, typical Los Angeles stuff? It's just, oh, it stinks over here. I think there's a drainage. Oh, your fake boyfriend? Your fake boyfriend, Drake? Yeah, I know. I picked the worst spot to park. To pull over, I mean. Same thing. Park, pull over. There we go. Let's roll. Dang, sun's like right in my face. All right, send it to me on stars. Send me on DM. Don't put it here because of the piece. Good. It's complicated. That's funny. Yeah, I can't see shit. That's crazy. The sun's like right in my face. Dang, I can't see anything, man. This is not safe. I can't see. I can't see. The Sharkettes. Yeah, you guys do. Yeah, you guys do. No, we got it. Don't start spamming the chat. I should go here, I should go there, you should do this, you should do that. Put the visor down, put the visor up. Breathe, fart, sneeze. Just relax, all right? Just hang tight, grab a soda, just hang out. Enjoy the ride. Yeah, just fun. Just have some fun right now. Just loosen up a little bit. Just relax. Oh, the New Mexico? Ooh, that sounds cool. Nice. True BU, nice. Everybody needs to be like True BU. Put the visor down, put the visor up. Go left, go right, jump, 2 feet, sneeze. Road trip to Santa Barbara. We're gonna go look for the chainsaw. It's gotta be out there, man. That little tiny chainsaw. I bet you anything it's like right on the side of the road, like the passport card. Side quest, yeah, side quest. GTA-ish. Yeah, probably the knife is out there too. Her purse, the fingers, her phone, the chainsaw, probably more clothes. Go to Mexico? No. I do not want to go to Mexico right now. Even though it'd be cheaper, like very cheap. Oh, and the shell was probably there too. Yeah, he probably buried it somewhere. What's up, Jax? Ella, thanks again for that super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Once I get home, I'm gonna see what I can do with the memberships. It's almost at the end of the month, so we'll probably start to. Yeah, metal detector would be cool. They're expensive though, but the prosecutors say today that they are going to. Yeah, they did. There's enough evidence to proceed for a trial. And I will be there if God gives me the strength and permission to show up for court. Yeah, the death penalty is still on the table. Even though that there's a moratorium, there's a pause on it because of the governor. I think they should add it anyway because, you know, it wouldn't be peace of mind. Yeah, the death penalty has been mentioned. Like, it seems like they really want to kill this dude, like the state does. An eye for an eye. What do you guys think about that? An eye for an eye. You kill somebody and then it's your turn. Same way you did it. They should put him in the, if he's guilty, they should put him in the front. His punishment should be in the front trunk of a Tesla if he's found guilty. Question mark. Tesla in the front of a Tesla? Question mark. QT agrees. QT agrees. What do you guys think? I posed that question. What do you guys think? Should it be an eye for an eye, or should the state not do that? Not kill people? Don't see them offering a pleasure deal. What does that mean? Real hit. Put him in the front trunk of the Tesla for 5 months. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Question mark. Release him into the general population in jail. Dang. Fast riding beef for him and enjoying the view. Absolutely caffeine. Hello. How are you? $100, eye for an eye. I eat the red ones. You do? Look what happened with life, like Koperger. They tried to get him out. I know, that's the thing, man. These guys try to get out, and they're still like saying they're innocent. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we're going to Santa Barbara. We're heading up there right now. I am gonna go drive tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna stay there tonight, obviously, because it's gonna get dark. So tomorrow morning, or you know, whenever I wake up, I do want to sleep in. But I always say that, and I always just end up waking up early anyway. But tomorrow, I want to take the drone out, and I want to go searching for the chainsaw. I want to go searching for potential evidence that David just threw out there. And even the prosecution was saying that he probably did throw it out there. And it's got to be near either, or it might be even in the same area. It might be in the same area where they found the passport card. You know, if he's stopping at multiple locations, that's risky too. Yeah, he could have buried it, Jake. He could have buried it because they didn't find the shovel either. Yeah, he probably buried it and tossed it. Yeah, I don't think so either. Like him working hard. I think he just threw it out there. I think it's just out there. They really didn't say that there was an extensive search for other items. Yeah, we're talking about the David Celeste Rivas case right now, guys. Let's stick on topic. I don't want to, because everything's fresh in my mind, so I don't want to, kind of, you know, get away from that. We can do another case. We can do other case, another, you know, tomorrow or the next day. No, you're good. It's just, I get distracted easily. If I can find a place to eat. Tacos sound so good right now. Like a nice freaking taco, man. Whoa, this is crazy. Look at this. There's like a ton of like Cadillacs. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. Damn, that's crazy. Why was there so many Cadillacs? Oh, the president? Oh, okay. Top secret? Oh, okay. The guy's playing music with a can. Looks happy. Could it be the vice president? Could be somebody very important. People with money, that too, meat cheese, that too. I don't know nothing about that, so I don't know what I'd be looking for, huh? Michis, how is it in Texas? Is it hot, cold, raining, snowing? I drove through Texas, man, and it was like the most craziest storm out there, man. Yeah, I can't relate either, Michis. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't know. If it's Kid Rock, give him a kiss for me. No. No. I don't kiss men. I kiss women. Looks almost like a stop smoking sign from David area. Oh yeah, it does. Stormy road trip. Thank you, Mark. Woo-woo. Thank you, Stormy. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you for all the help behind the scenes too, Stormy. Thank you so much. She's like been my go-to whenever I want to call somebody. She's been really like morally supportive throughout this whole case. So thank you, Stormy. If I was your best friend, oh, I think I messed up. I think I needed to go this other way. Dang it. I'm like going in circles, man. Why don't you guys tell me how to make a turn over there? I hate it when you guys do that. Yeah, everybody. I mean, everybody. You know, everybody has their strengths and not strength and weaknesses. Everybody has their strengths, you know, and everybody has their everybody plays a role in the channel, whether big or small. Everything means a lot to me. You know what I mean? If you're doing a list, if I'm giving you a call, if you're sending me like been verified information, if you're whatever, dinner, you know, everybody plays a role. Super chats, Venmos, Cash Apps, hitting the like button. It's just everybody plays a freaking role in the channel, man, and I love it. Oh shit, wrong. One way. Whoops. I went the wrong way. It's a one-way, wrong way. Did I say no backseat Yeah. Why? What happened? What do you want to say? I'm going in circles, man. I need a taco, man. I need an emergency taco.
Turn left, then take the first left onto South Robertson Boulevard.
I think I just need a taco. Robertson? Oh my goodness. See, this is what I hate. Skin Gentleman's Life? What is that?
At the stop sign, use the left lane to keep left to merge onto Santa Monica Freeway.
10 West? Alright, here we go, 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 here we go! Emergency taco! Emergency taco. Está colgando. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys. With you guys' help and support, this
Stay in the left 4 lanes.
This is what we do. With your help and support, we're able to do the things that we do. Here, like go to the memorial, come to court, go to Santa Barbara. Like right now, we're able to go to Santa Barbara. So, you know, every little bit helps, man. We're self-sustained, self-sponsored, sponsored by the people, for the people. That's how we do it here. What a beautiful night, man. I love these California summer nights. It's still summer? Yeah, it's still summer. I love these summer nights, man. Yeah, I'm headed to Santa Barbara. Man, I'm like really pumped up for the trial. Like super pumped up. Like I've never been, oh shit. I've never been a part of something like this. Covering the case. It's always like it's always like they plead guilty. The cases that case that I covered. Well, there's a hearing on the 31st. Oh, thank you, Stormy. Thank you for those kind words. The trial hasn't been determined yet when it starts, says Jake. Well, there's enough evidence to move forward with the trial. So there's a lot of processes, man. See, I'm new to the court trial stuff, so maybe you guys can help me out, help out the chat. Oh, a Cubano sandwich? That sounds good. Marky. Oh, and also thank you guys. We hit 23,000 subscribers the past few days, so I'm really proud of you guys. You guys are phenomenal. So we reached 23,000 subscribers.
Today I am here to announce that Judge Charlene Olmedo held David Anthony Burke, who goes by the name of a singer David spelled D4VD, to answer for the horrific and barbaric killing of a 14-year-old at the time, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. She has held him to answer for first-degree murder with the special circumstances of lying in wait, doing this crime for financial gain, and murdering a witness to an investigation. David Anthony Burke has also been held to answer for the mutilation of the remains of Celeste Rivas Hernandez on September 8th, 2025. And he has also been held to answer for engaging in continuous lewd and lascivious acts with a 13-year-old. What we have seen in this preliminary hearing, and the preliminary hearing was conducted by one of our most experienced deputy district attorneys, who is right here, Beth Silverman, and her team, working with the Los Angeles Police Department's Robbery Homicide Division. They methodically presented over 5 different days before Judge Olmedo the evidence that showed, and at this point we had to show it by probable cause. By probable cause, and I would...
D4VD, aka Diva, aka Diva. AKA Diva.
By an overwhelming amount of probable cause, and we will eventually prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. It followed the timeline of the interactions between Celeste Rivas Hernandez when she started as a 12-year-old, then a 13-year-old, then a 14-year-old who never got to see her 15th birthday. Because in the intervening time where she had these interactions with Mr. Burke, he engaged in this sexual conduct with a 13-year-old repeatedly, over and over again. This came out in text messages that were presented, in videos and photographs that were presented to the judge that showed this sexual activity. Ms. Silverman methodically tracked the timeline.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto South Sepulveda Boulevard.
22, 23, 24, 25, that eventually led to the time where Celeste Rivas Hernandez went over to Mr. Burke's house in the Hollywood Hills on April 23rd, 2025, and has never been heard of again. But when Ms.
At the light,
Silverman
turn
and
right
Peter
onto South
Seymour
Sepulveda Boulevard.
show to Judge Olmedo is that on April 23rd, 2025, what actually happened was the brutal and horrific murder of Ms. Hernandez, and thereafter, over the ensuing 5 months, how her body was chopped up, left in the front trunk of a Tesla, only to be discovered on September 8th, 2025, after the car, and this is Mr. Burke's car, had been towed to a tow yard. What now happens is that there will be an information that will be filed within the next week or so. That information will track these 3 felony counts that have already appeared in the complaint. August 31st will be the arraignment on that information. Thereafter, there will be a trial that will be set. That trial can be set as early as 60 days. And as we saw with the preliminary
60
hearing,
days after that.
The defense demanded that they had that preliminary hearing done within the time that the law allows.
Go past Tennessee Avenue and turn left into the parking lot.
We were ready. Often preliminary hearings in a case of this complexity take many, many more months than you've seen in this case. But when the defense demanded a quick preliminary hearing, we said, bring it on.
Bring it on.
That's exactly what we did. If the defense wants a trial,
Turn left into the parking lot. Then your destination will be on the left.
we will be ready for that trial. So at this point, again, we don't have the one additional consideration is that Mr. Burke now is eligible for death penalty. The death penalty considerations are now being waived. Part of that consideration will be any submission that the defense wants to submit to the district attorney's office. It is something that we will consider on whether or not we will seek
Hi, how can I help?
penalty. At this point, the death penalty determination has not been made.
Oh.
I will now open it up for questions. The defense made many arguments. The defense did not present any evidence. And by the way, the defense doesn't have to do anything in a criminal case. At all points in time, a defendant is presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty. And today it was by probable cause. And at a trial, it will be beyond a reasonable doubt. We will have to convince 12 jurors unanimously to find every element of the crime in order to actually get a conviction. So the defense has made many arguments. Again, they are arguments at this point. The arguments themselves are not evidence. If and when the defense wants to present evidence at any point, we will match and meet that evidence and overcome any of the arguments or evidence in the trial that will be upcoming. So the other idea that you need to have is that a preliminary hearing is not designed for the prosecution to present all its evidence. Mr. Quealy is correct from the Los Angeles Times that there was additional evidence that was considered in this case that we anticipate being presented at trial. I'm not going to go into the specifics of that additional evidence. Only to say that we presented a significant but small fraction of our evidence in this preliminary hearing. At a trial, we will present all our evidence because the proof at a trial will be beyond a reasonable doubt. We will not be allowed to use hearsay that you can use in a preliminary hearing, but you cannot use in a trial. It has to be admissible evidence, and the witnesses will need to come in to establish all the foundation, the relevancy,
the witnesses,
any objections to the type of evidence. So you are correct that there will be additional and significant evidence presented at trial that wasn't presented here in this preliminary hearing.
Exit the parking lot toward West Olympic Boulevard.
Dang, more evidence. Holy shit. Holy shit. More evidence. You want more evidence? Here we go. Hold on, let me go grab a taco real quick. I'll be right back. Yo, yo. I'm on replay over here because I was watching you guys. What happened? Any portals? Anybody get lost? Anybody? Where's it? Everybody buckled up? We gotta get going. See what this taco looks like. Ooh, they give me chips too. Where's my guacamole? Should I eat now or later? Or not at all? Where's my guacamole, man? I know, my tacos, yeah. You want me to, that's why you said that. Eat now, Robin? Okay. If Robin says I can eat, I can eat. If she would have said don't eat, then I don't eat. That's how it goes here. Okay? Just the way it is. Heated corner. How far am I from home? Light years away. How far am I from home? I don't know. Just many, many miles away. Look at guacamole. This is from the farmer's market. I like my little lunch thing. Jam. I gotta get more ice. I got some ice at McDonald's. And it's a freaking lot of toppings here. They better give me a spoon, but guess what? I have spoons here, look. Chorizo, I got chorizo. That is good. Good stuff. I got a side of fries too. Yeah, I got a side of fries. How's John DePietro? I don't know. I haven't talked to him. Good, I guess. I see him from time to time, like when he's on live. But I haven't talked to him. Everybody's busy, you know what I mean? Working. Happens. If I see him, I'll say hi. Naturally. The kind of guy I am. Yeah, Rocky, are you going back to Tucson? Not anytime soon. Tucson can come to me. Gosh, man. Carne asada and chorizo, guacamole, onion. Dang. Like a wake me up taco. Oh, they do have salsa here. And I was looking for the hot sauce. Trying to hide it from me. This thing is gonna wake me up. Rocky. Rocky knows what time it is. Damn, that hot sauce is good. Dang. You want to go to the next court date? Then go. Don't talk about it, be about it. You shouldn't say what you're gonna do. You should say what you did. Okay? Just go. Don't overthink it. Just go. No, it's not too late. Just do it already, all right? Don't be asking a million questions. Is it too late? Is it not? This time, what time is it gonna rain? Is it gonna be sunny? What should I wear? Just go, okay? What shoes should I wear? You know what I mean? That's not how I do things, man. If you're gonna do something, just do it. And then tell me how it went. Don't tell me what you're gonna do. Alright? And make your bed in the morning too, Kevin. I've seen your room. I've seen your room. Am I feeling a little snarky? A little snarky? Oh no, anybody can get it right now. Feeling a little snarky. And make your bed, Kevin. Let's start there. Okay? And then we'll have a conversation. I can tell Sharky the Snarky. Los in the taco, chorizo, carne asada, guacamole. The usual suspects. Oh, the chili capital of the world. Yeah, New Mexico's good, man. They have some really good Chile is good food. What am I? I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know myself, Kevin. Sometimes I don't even know what I am or what I'm supposed to do or yeah, sometimes I don't even know myself. You happy? You got me to be all vulnerable? You happy, Kevin? Got me all vulnerable? Hold on, I'm just putting some stuff on. take this shirt off. Where's Kevin at? He wants some more? I'm gonna break him down to build him up. And he'll thank me later. Operation Fine Chainsaw. That's right. Where's Kevin at? Have I been to Rhode Island? No, you've never invited me. How am I supposed to go if you don't invite me? You guys talk about Rhode Island like this paradise, and I'm over here wanting to go and wishing. Am I at the bus stop? Yes, I am at the bus stop. You're not Kevin? Okay. Makes me believe you are. Okay, there we go. He keeps saying Asia's cute. Well, I mean, that's his opinion. I mean, is my hair still looking stellar? Let's find out. Let me see. Yeah. 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 Looks normal, I guess. I don't know. I don't know nothing. Fresh. You guys ever just get a side of fries? Missing out. Sometimes I just get a side of fries from McDonald's. Oh yeah, let's do game night. Cards Against Humanity. Have the whole chat laughing. Ooh, brown gravy. You guys want to do that tonight? Desi, thank you. Welcome. All right, let's get going. I can eat these fries along the way. We gotta make some ground. Oh boy. Probably not, Robin. Soundbar we can't play on here. It says like an hour and a half or something like that. But it's getting late for everybody, so I mean, if you guys want to be on there, that's fine too. You guys can do that. If you guys want to do that. I'm pretty much just gonna drive and chat, hang out. But if you guys want to play, go for it. You know what we should do? We should open it to the public. Because we're gonna shut the Discord down anyway by the end of the month. Maybe it'll give people an incentive. Is that Carmen? What's up, Carmen? What up, what up? Hey, hey, Stars. Stars. Are you, okay, you're a standard moderator. Hold on, let me try something. There we go. God damn, man. I hate it when people start spamming other people's channels, man. Sorry. Snarky. I wonder if you guys spam my channel and somebody else's channel. Like in her channel? You guys do that? Hey, Mark is on. You do that in her channel? Hey, Mark is live right now, guys. I bet you don't. No worries, Izzy. No worries. Oh, they do? Oh, okay, but what about on that one that you mentioned? If so, then that's fine. Where's Stars at? Oh, there you go. Sorry, guys, I'm just a little snarky right now. Sorry. Hey, Stars, can you put it on subscribers only right now?
Right onto South Sepulveda Boulevard.
Yeah, I mean, if they're mentioning my channel, yeah, let's show them some love. You know what I mean? You still love me? Oh. Thank you, Stars. Yeah, I made you like, there's like different kinds of moderators. And I think you can mod people up too and unmod people. I think, let's try it out. Test it. Let's test it.
At the next light, turn right.
Where's Michi's at? She's still in here? Yeah, Trap definitely, man.
At the light,
That
turn
guy's
right
cool.
onto West Pico Boulevard. Then at the next light, you'll turn right.
I'll grab it too. You don't see an option? You should be able to see an option to make, oh shit.
At the light, turn right.
Sorry.
Then you'll turn left onto the I-405 North ramp to Sacramento.
Oh, fuck. Damn.
At the light, turn left onto Codner Avenue.
My
Then
frick,
turn left onto the I-405 North ramp to Sacramento.
my freaking lunch,
In 500 feet,
my lunch
make a
thing
U-turn
fell.
At Sawtell Boulevard. Make a U-turn at Sawtell Boulevard.
What the? I'm actually having a good night.
Exit the parking lot toward West Pico Boulevard. Exit the parking lot.
Big Tommy's. Damn, that burger looks good.
Exit the parking lot toward West Pico Boulevard.
And then what? Oh, make a right? These fries are really good. Am I coming to visit April and me up north?
Head northwest on Sawtell Boulevard.
If you invite
Go
me.
past this light. Then, at the next one, turn right onto West Olympic Boulevard.
Only if I'm invited. And there's got to be here in the chat so we have witnesses. Damn, these fries are good. Crispy too. Lulu says, let's go. It's so freak, man, they live far. They're pretty far. I think they live in Napa. Oh, I can go see Richard too. Oh shit, wrong way. Oh, let me pull over. What's that guy doing? Yeah, Richard know that. You know him? You took your meds? Okay. Oh boy, not Richard. Why not Richard? What'd you eat? Michelada? Michisladas? I love that name. Michi. Very endearing. Lulu says no. Dang, Lulu. Lulu's like, no, no, Lulu, no, Lulu, no. I'll watch a truck if we are going to see True. I already watched it and vacuumed it. Yeah, we can go see True. How far are you from Santa Barbara? I don't know. We got to put it to a vote. Side quests.
At the light, turn right onto West Olympic Boulevard.
I'm just saying, if we're there, I could go see Richard.
At the next light, turn right.
The next light. Oh, right here.
At the light, turn right onto Codner Avenue. Then you'll turn right onto the I-405 North ramp.
Oh, right here. Okay, here we go. Hold on, let me
Turn right onto the I-405 North ramp. Then merge onto I-405 North.
No Richard on the line, or yes Richard? Oh, no Richard. Okay. Lulu says no. Lulu says, heck no. Hold on, let me put this on here. Marky. Ya sabes. Yeah, ya sé. Thank you. I got the best crew. The best freaking crew. Dude, I can't wait to get the drone out there, man. It's gonna be interesting. Did they even search out there? That's right, sis. I love that. I love that. Okay, there we go. I feel better. I got my my GPS on the dashboard now, so it's not like falling off everywhere. Vámonos. Do you have it in all messages or type messages? Let me see. I have it on live.
Continue on I-405 north for 8 miles.
What did Kevin say? He hates being single? What the fudge? Dude, that was random. He's all trying to get sympathy. He's all trying to get sympathy comments. Oh man, that was. Oh, and lonely, trying to get the sympathy vote. Kevin, I'm single too. You don't see me being all pouty and sad and going into chats and crying me a river. No, hombre. Told you, Kevin. You gotta be about it. You can be my husband for a few days. I need a break. I don't think anybody's saying you're lazy. But who do you want as your husband? Kevin or me? A little confused. A little confused. Yeah, to settle down. Yeah, who said that? I like that comment. Sunflower. Oh, because I'm never home. I know, I'm always on the road again. That's why I'm single. Yeah, you would hate to be on the road all the time like this. Like constantly going. Hotels, Airbnbs, going out to search. I was saying Michis can have my husband. Oh, because I want to break. Oh, Michi. Oh, okay. You guys are having a little side quest. Plans within plans. All right, let's get out of here. All right, we should be there in about an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, see, Michu says she ain't looking. She ain't lonely. Mark, you couldn't ride all of us around with you. Kathy, no. Anyone's extras. That's funny. You guys are funny. All right, let's get out of here. What up, Foam? Foam's in the house. I'm busy, go away, 0. You made it. Yeah, you made it. Super chill. I feel better now. I was a little snarky. I kind of snapped at a few people in the chat, so I do apologize. But I just ate. I'm feeling a lot better. My bad. Damn. I feel better now, so let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving. Oh, look, Phone gave I am busy at XOXO and a little kissy emoji. Aww. Yeah, you did, Izzy, you did. But my bad. I was hangry. I needed to eat a Snickers. I should have done that before, and then Are we gonna find evidence? I hope so. Yeah, some people like it. Look, Feist. Oh, I got a little emoji from Michi's. Thank you, Michi. I needed that. How'd you know? I needed those emojis. I love emojis, man. Like when people put emojis, like it like really emphasizes the feeling. Yeah, there you go. See? the laughing emojis. My favorite one is the one where the guy's thinking like, like you're just kind of like, okay, like soaking it in. That's my favorite one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, because you don't know where I'm gonna go next. You know, you don't know where my thought is going. You don't know what I'm thinking. You don't know what's going on in my head. So you're just left with that emoji. Like, it's very mysterious. Very mysterious. Hey, Sandy. You like the hug one? Which one's that one? Cross. Cross. Never known it, yeah. Oh, that one? Yeah, that one's cool. I like that one, Stormy. The car one. Yep, Sandy, yep. You get the point. You got it. The parents' notary statement? Yeah, that was shocking. That was shocking. Agree with the kiss emoji. What happened to membership? I paused memberships. I'm gonna start fresh. Do you think it's fake? No, it's not fake. It was confirmed by the detective. It's real. It makes sense though. It makes sense because we were like wondering how she's traveling and, you know, wouldn't you need a parent's signature? And then we were like speculating that maybe he forged the signature, but from my understanding, being in courtroom,
take exit 63B for US 101 north toward Ventura.
From my understanding, both families knew about the relationship. Tuxedo. That's a funny. But yeah, it's yeah, it was a shocker. Seemed obvious, not to me. Not to me. Maybe to you, because you got it all figured out. But not me. I don't know nothing. Yeah, to keep her in. Yeah, the mom would sleep with her. And that's the thing too. It's like, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm really torn. I'm really torn with those statements. Really torn. I'm not happy about it. That's for sure. And then her moving to LA too, to be closer with David.
Take exit 63B for US 101 north toward Ventura.
That was rumored, and then that came out to be true. The London one, the London trip came out to be true. The Texas trip came out to be true. A lot of the speculation that was out there, a lot of the rumor that was out there. The phone, when David gave the kid money, that was a rumor. You know, and so now I believe that the whole Gus thing, I believe like that's real now. Almost every single rumor that's come out about this case has been true. And let me ask you guys this question. Let me pose this question to you guys.
Take exit 63B.
Is it north? Yeah, north. Let me ask you guys this. Are we going to start to see more and more of this type of evidence now that we live like way beyond the digital age where, you know, we're talking...
Use the left 2 lanes to take the US 101 North ramp to Ventura.
That now that we're talking about Tesla data, cell phone data, facial recognition, the readers, that one tripped me out too. The police readers, that police go around and they start reading plates for any lost or stolen vehicles. I mean, do you guys think that's gonna I don't want to know. Do you think that's going to be more and more common?
Use the left 2 lanes to take the US
that now that we live in a
ramp.
digital age, like beyond the digital age, like AI now.
Continue on US 101 North for 82 miles.
It's been heavily used in other cases. Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah, enhanced technology. I was reading this book like 8 years ago, and it was from this futurist. His name is Michio Kaku. Real smart guy. He's a futurist, and he visits like these sites, these facilities and places and conferences and about the newest and latest technology. And he was talking about AI back 8 years ago, like way back then. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like the way he was describing it and how it was going to be faster than a human. Like, I mean, everything's faster than a human now, but self-learning. He was talking about robo-judges that in the future that when you go to court, it's just going to be a robot or AI, and it's going to decide your fate. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff in there that just blew my mind, and one of them was AI. And I slowly started to see that boom, AI being imposed into different aspects of the present life, the modern day life, which is very interesting. Yeah, you guys should check out that book, man. It's a really good book. I always recommend books in here that I've read. That's a really good book. It's Michio Kaku. He's a futurist. It's a really good book. My knee is itchy from the knee brace. Oh yeah, the errors in the DNA. The Jetsons, yeah. What's up, Pam? She should have been on birth control. Could have easily been obtained. Do they give birth control to minors? I mean, like 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds. Jeez, man. Scratch my knee with it. They do? Wow. Man. Hey, Stars, were you there on Discord when we were talking about that with Goal? About, oh yeah, you were. Actually, yeah, and I was saying that today we were gonna find out what led up to, like the big fight, and I was surprised that Asia's name was thrown in there. I mean, I was blown away. I was like, whoa, because Asia was around David, and so Celeste Rivas, you could tell Celeste Rivas was going through some changes, and I mean, she was jealous about that Asia was around. I thought that was interesting. You were on birth control when you were 12? What the? Whoa. Yeah, she kept wearing David's clothes too. Yeah, I remember you were saying that. After the body was found too, so it was like she was throwing shade, like I got him in the end or something. It was weird, right? Now we're looking back at it, and a lot of the stuff is weird. Like her wearing a sweater. And it's interesting too because he didn't deny like being with her, like having a sexual relationship with Asia. He didn't deny it. And Celeste was like, just tell me the truth. Did you have sex with Asia? And he just was like avoiding the answer. Yeah, that she's been dating. And that's the thing too with Asia, man. And it makes more sense now. Yeah, Celeste New says Lulu. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Lulu. Because if we like think about it, look at all the way Asia has been, and this is just my opinion, my speculation. Okay. When she comes out and is on video, is on TikTok or what is it, Twitch, or just any of these social media platforms, when she goes live, like her reactions to it are so different than what you would imagine somebody in that position would do. Like nonchalant, really doesn't care. It is a little strange, but where it's gonna be interesting. I think it could go either way. Yeah, there's like some bad vibes there, right? Like she knows more than what she's leading on. But it's gonna be interesting too, because if it goes to trial, I mean, I'm wondering if he's gonna change his plea to save the trial. I don't know. But it could go either way. She could, potentially know more than what she let on at the beginning, or is she that dumb? And I don't think she's that stupid as a person to know that Celeste Rivas is a kid. I mean, there's a huge maturity level between a 13-year-old girl and a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 21-year-old. Huge difference. And so that's going to be interesting if she is going to be, the victim as well in this too. And David's wrath of manipulation, wrath of grooming. So that's gonna be interesting too. I wonder which way it's gonna go. Is she gonna testify, or are they just gonna read statements from her? You think Aisha was lying and it'll come out? Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm waiting. Like, what does she know? Like, was she protecting David? Was she protecting herself? Was she protecting the money? Was she dating David? I mean, they were always around. Always. And apparently Celeste Rivas had an issue with that. I'll read you a couple tweets that I posted. Yeah, the trial is gonna be wild. The post ruling is August 31st. Yeah, I'm gonna be there for the 31st. I mean, I've been to every single court except for one when I went to Texas. But I've been there since day one at the courtroom, and since day one with the case, along with everybody. You know, everybody's been phenomenal with this case. Everyone. And it's good to see that, man, that the names don't just fade away. I mean, Stars was calling the politicians over here, putting the pressure on them too. And I think that's very important. So it is going to be wild. I mean, they're saying that they have more information, more evidence. I'm like, dang, more evidence? Dang. That was presented was a lot of evidence. A lot of evidence. But the judge was like, the burden of proof is low in a probable hearing. Actually, let me go to YouTube. Watch the news a little bit.
Day 2 of a preliminary hearing for singer David is underway. He's accused of murdering a 14-year-old girl and stuffing her remains in his Tesla trunk last year. KTLA's Aaron Myers is live at the courthouse in downtown LA with an update. Aaron, good afternoon. Hi, Lauren. Well, no cameras are allowed in this preliminary hearing, but I do want to warn you the details may be disturbing. Celeste Rivas Hernandez's parents are in court once again today. Yesterday, prosecutors put 3 witnesses on the stand and also showed photos of the 14-year-old's body. Now the judge will decide if this case will move forward.
Prosecution's evidence is going to be tested before a judge, not a jury. The standard that we have to meet is not beyond a reasonable doubt.
Oh, wait, what?
Hearing stage. It is
Wait a minute.
cause.
Wait a minute.
Girl is stuffing her remains in his Tesla trunk last year. KTLA's Aaron Myers is live at the courthouse in downtown LA with an update. Aaron, good afternoon. Hi, Lauren. Well, no cameras are allowed in this preliminary hearing, but I do want to warn you the details may be disturbing. Celeste Rivas Hernandez's parents are in court once again today. Yesterday, prosecutors put 3 witnesses on the stand and also showed photos of the 14-year-old's body. Now the judge will decide if this case will move forward.
Prosecution's evidence is going to be tested before a judge, not a jury.
Oh, wait, hold on.
The standard that we have to meet is not beyond a reasonable doubt.
Oh, this was 5 days ago. Sorry.
That the judge agreed with the prosecution and presented.
On to testimony. It is set to resume today in the preliminary hearing for singer David.
Barbaric killing of a 13-year-old at the time, 14-year-old
Who in the city is that?
We've seen in this preliminary hearing, and the preliminary hearing was conducted by one of our most experienced deputy district attorneys, who is right here, Beth Silverman, and her team, working with the Los Angeles Police Department's Robbery Homicide Division. They methodically presented over 5 different days before Judge Olmedo the evidence that showed, and at this point we had to show it by probable cause. By probable cause, and I would argue by an overwhelming amount of probable cause, and we will eventually prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. It followed the timeline of the interactions between Celeste Rivas Hernandez when she started as a 12-year-old, then a 13-year-old, then a 14-year-old who never got to see her 15th birthday. Because in the intervening time where she had these interactions with Mr. Burke, he engaged in this sexual conduct with a 13-year-old repeatedly, over and over again. This came out in text messages that were presented, in videos and photographs that were presented to the judge that showed this sexual activity. Ms. Silverman methodically tracked the timeline of their interactions during 2020.
Yeah, the timeline was phenomenal.
23,
The
24,
timeline.
25. That eventually led to the time where Celeste Rivas Hernandez went over to Mr. Burke's house in the Hollywood Hills on April 23rd, 2025. It has never been heard of again. But what Ms. Silverman and her team were able to show to Judge Olmedo is that on April 23rd, 2025, what actually happened was the brutal and horrific murder of Ms. Hernandez, and thereafter, over the ensuing 5 months, how her body was chopped up, left in the front trunk of a Tesla, only to be discovered on September 8th, 2025, after the car, and this is Mr. Burke's car, had been towed to a tow yard. What now happens?
Somebody was like whistling. So annoying.
In the next week or so, that information will track these 3 felony counts that have already appeared in the complaint.
3 felony counts.
August 31st will be the arraignment on that information. Thereafter, there will be a trial that will be set. That trial can be consideration will be any submission that the defense wants to submit to the district attorney's office. It is something that we will consider on whether or not we will seek the death penalty.
Okay, considered.
The death penalty determination has not been made. I will now open it up for questions.
Dang, man, that's crazy. Are we buffering? Are we in Tucson? Yeah. Are we still buffering? I gotta get gas. We're buffering. Are we Gucci? Are we Gucci? Are we good now? I think we're good. And what happened to Trapmo Ross's videos? Why did they get taken down? You need a Coke Zero, Missy? All right. Anybody want anything? We're back? Okay, cool. You guys want anything? We are good. Das ist gut. Das ist gut. We're headed to Santa Barbara. What happened, Lulu? What happened? Cowtail? Whoa. Takis? Okay. Chips Ahoy. There you go. Breaking language guidelines. What does that mean? Barb, nice name. Sherry, you want an ice cream? Cowtail. Oh, it's like taffy, but a toffee. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, Tucson will have to come to me. Fill her up, fill her up, fill her up. We're back to California prices, guys. We're back to California prices. He read some conversation, eliminated inappropriate words. Eliminated? Oh, he just like read the transcripts or something? The text message? Yeah, they were brutal. I didn't want to read them because I think when I came out of the courtroom, I think you guys got the gist of it. I mean, there was more graphic descriptions of what was going on with the text messages and the pictures when the detective was up on the stand and reading the messages. So I was like, you guys get the gist of it, you know? It was bad, but I was just like, and it's pretty taxing too. Since Steele Tiburon is asking, are you gonna cover the trial of the alleged unalive of Tupac? It's in August. Oh, that's in LA, isn't it? Oh, dang. They're barely going to trial on that one? I thought that dude was already done. Oh, warning. Now they don't strike him. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that sucks that he got struck, man. That sucks. He's been really on the case as well, too, man. August? Where, in LA? Oh, Vegas? Oh, right, because that's where it happened, no? Okay, no? Alright, we're out of here. Hi, 650. And then one was 560. Yikes is right. What is it over there, Jax? Told you guys. August 26th. Latest to walk alive. 398. It's not bad. It was 299 in Texas. It went back up 429, 439. Dang, that's expensive for Arizona. I'm gonna have to go to Texas. Way cheaper there. Oh, he's doing a disclaimer? Oh, right on. New Jersey today. Come on over, I'll be waiting. No, I'm really thinking about moving out there, either to Arizona, Texas. I mean, just anywhere other than California. It's expensive here. It's freaking expensive, man. And, you know, ever since I started doing YouTube and doing road trips and going to these locations, it's not cheap. You know, because of the gas. But then again, it's the same thing, because even if I was out here, well, it wouldn't be the same thing, because if I had the cost of living cheaper, like say I was in Arizona and then I would come here, it would balance itself out. It'd be a better, because I would still be in Arizona or Texas and then come out here for a little bit, and instead of living here, I'd just go back to Texas or Arizona or freaking anywhere else than California. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be good. I think that would be something that, I don't know, man. I've just been really considering. It's just, it's so expensive here. I hate it, especially the gas. Yeah, Texas is cool, man. I love Texas. I really do like Texas. People are cool there too, and people kind of are like, I don't know. They kind of do their own thing. You know what I mean? And I like that. I like that they do their own thing. I like that people are doing their own thing. Like they're not worried about other people. You know what I mean? Like they do them and you do you. Just keep it over there. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. And they have some really good Mexican food out there too, man. The markets too, man. Phenomenal markets when I was out there. Just oh man, the food was great. I loved it. And like I wasn't worried about the gas, man. That's the thing that just really kills me, is the freaking gas. Living here in California. I hate like being mindful of it. We'll figure it out. On the road again. People were saying like Tennessee's cheap too. People were saying like other places, North Dakota, I think, was cheap too. People were saying like all these other places too, man. I'm gonna have to check them out. Really, truly, like truly. In the western side, yeah, it's pretty hot over here. But we have the beaches, and then it's not dry like Arizona. That's the thing about Arizona, man. It is dry. It is freaking dry. I swear you age like twice as fast. Am I tired, Mark? You've had a long day. Yeah, but I keep it going. Yeah, I'm tired, but I want to go to Santa Barbara. I want to put the drone out. I mean, I could sleep in all day tomorrow, relax, but I don't know. I'm like a shark. That's why I named myself Shark. One of two reasons why I named myself a shark. because the shark, if it stands still, it dies, and that's how I feel. I constantly have to be moving. I constantly have to be productive. I constantly need to feel like I'm doing something or accomplishing something every single day of my life, because I feel like life is so short, and I feel like that I've wasted a lot of precious time that I don't want to waste that anymore. I don't want to waste my time. I want to like maximize my time here on Earth before we're gone, because it is such a blink of an eye to be here on this Earth, and then after that, I don't know what might happen. So, I mean, I really like true crime, and it's heavy, but there's something about it. There's something that is like the unknowns, the justice, the memorials, the community, the people that come together, man. It's like, it's just unmatched, and it just makes me want to keep going. In the pursuit of justice, in the pursuit of finding answers. I mean, being in court, we would be on Discord in the early days of the case, because there wasn't much information. There was a lot of rumors that now that we know that they're true, but there was a lot of rumors, and now we're seeing like confirmation about those rumors. And so I don't know, there's something about the not knowing and then knowing. There's something about the not knowing that bugs me, and when you start to know it, it's like it just blows your mind, like what happened, how, you know, it's just filling in the spaces in between the gaps of the case, of the story, the timelines. I mean, the prosecution is putting up such a great timeline. I mean, new evidence that is coming out, new pictures too. It was a trip seeing David in a hoodie with that that chain necklace, kissing Celeste Rivas. It was something else. Turn down my phone, puppy, but we'll still watch on the TV. Catch y'all soon. All right, Reed, take care. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, it's getting late, but I got like an hour to head up there. But we're gonna head up there. We're gonna grab a hotel, or I might just sleep in the truck. Wake up early and take out the drone and start searching. Search these areas. It's gonna be interesting what we'll find. Oh, you like the drive to Santa Barbara? Yeah, me too. I like Santa Barbara too. It's very, very pretty place. Very pretty city. Yeah, it should be interesting. got all my stuff with me, so that works out. I just didn't want to go back down south and come back up like a 4-hour drive, man. I was like, oh my gosh, it doesn't, oh man. Glad I'm coming right now.
D4VD to answer for the horrific and barbaric killing of a 14-year-old at the time, Celeste Rivas Hernandez.
That's DA Nathan Hochman out of LA talking after the conclusion of David's preliminary hearing. We are going to tell you what the court decided regarding whether or not this accused child killer is going to go to trial. And we just got a really big glimpse into what this defense may be. And I will tell you right now, it is shocking. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Good traffic flow, yeah.
We just wrapped up David's preliminary hearing. So this was over the course of several days. This is where the court would decide if there is sufficient evidence for this case to move forward to trial. Remember, he faces murder, continuous sexual abuse of a minor, unlawful mutilation of human remains charges, all in connection to the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. We know her dismembered, decomposed remains were found in a Tesla out in an LA tow yard back in September of 2025. A Tesla allegedly registered to David, and the purpose of this hearing over the last several days was to determine if there is sufficient probable cause, if there is enough evidence to support these charges to go forward to trial. Before I even tell you what the court decided, I'm going to play you my interview from earlier today with Julia Dang, our reporter who was in the courtroom, our eyes and ears since there are no cameras. But also, I want you to listen very carefully to what the defense did. They just gave a preview of what their defense may be. Self-defense. What am I talking about? You're going to see in a moment. So first, this is my thing, and then on the opposite side, I'm going to tell you what the court decided. Okay, so I'm back here with NBC LA reporter Julia Dang, who's been in that courtroom. She was in here today. We were talking during this lunchtime break. There's still some more arguments that are happening. The time we're recording this, the judge hasn't made the decision about whether or not this is going to go to trial or not. I am made of questions regarding what happened this morning, because I'm starting to see potential holes in the prosecution's case, which I want to get to. So, Julie, good to see you. Let me just start here. We had LAPD Detective Corey Farrell back on the stand, talking about this plethora of text messages between David and Celeste. Thousands of messages. This is something that we were waiting to see. Talked about it on Friday, the images, the text messages. But today, he talked about the conversation leading up to April 23rd, when prosecutors claim David killed Celeste. Talk to me about what those conversations were.
This was so fascinating to me, Jesse, because opposing counsel here, the prosecution and the defense, they're presenting the exact same digital evidence here. They're presenting this same text message conversation between David and Celeste. And based on what these different attorneys are essentially cherry picking from these conversations, we are getting a very different view of what happened between the two of them and what was said the night before Celeste was allegedly killed. Now, first we heard from Beth Silverman, Deputy DA prosecuting this case. When she had this LAPD detective, Corey Farrell, on the stand, they presented select text messages from hundreds, thousands of messages between the two.
They said they had hundreds of
thousands. And they were meant to basically just establish time, location, the two of them arguing, the two of them coordinating when and where to meet up, the two of them deciding on a pickup location for the Uber, and then Celeste alerting David when she apparently got to his home just after 10 o'clock in the evening on April 23rd, 2025, and asking him to let her in. So very basic facts there, just establishing the two of them communicating, they were planning on meeting up, and Celeste said in her text message to David that she had arrived. Now, then on cross-examination, Blair Burke was questioning LAPD Detective Corey Farrell, and she asked to show the court additional messages from that same conversation. That's where we started to get a little bit more color about the argument that has been referenced previously in the prosecution's charging documents. This is where we actually saw text messages from Celeste to David threatening him. Let me paraphrase for you some of this. In those messages that were shown to the court that Detective Farrell read to us, Celeste tells David that she's going to ruin his career. She tells him that she's going to tell her father lies about him. She tells him that she has contact information for his business associates, and for his mother, she tells him that she's going to call his mother, Colleen Burke, and tell her damaging information about David. Now, we previously have not seen these messages. We didn't really have a sense of exactly what was said in the argument between David and Celeste leading up to the night of April 23rd, when she allegedly died at his hands. So hearing this now and seeing all of this actually in print on the overhead monitor in the courtroom, it adds a little bit more color and life to this.
And to be clear, the reason this matters, it not only is potentially going to support the prosecution's narrative that he lured her there to kill her, but it goes to those special circumstances allegations, right? Lying in wait, killing for financial gain, killing a witness. All right, look, I know this is 180, not taking away from what we're talking about in any way, but we have a great sponsor that helps support what we did here. And I have to tell you about it. So, look, running a business, actually, his career. Was it directly about their relationship? Did she say, I'm going to tell everybody that you've been with a minor. I'm going to tell everybody about our sexual relationship. Was it about that? Because that's what I thought, based on the prosecution's arguments and their filing before this preliminary hearing, that's what she specifically threatened.
There was a lot, Jesse, that was said in these text messages, and there was a lot that really was not spelled out. Keep in mind, too, a lot of this was typed out in Gen Z shorthand, in text message format, and it's little blips of back and forth. But let me tell you what these messages did not explicitly state, and this is what the defense brought up during their closing statements just now. Celeste did not, at any point during this back and forth, based on what we've seen in the courtroom today, explicitly threaten to disclose anything criminal about David. She did not spell that out, but what she's insinuating, what she's alluding to, right, the evidence that she's gathered, the material that she has, that she's threatening to leak, absolutely. I mean, that is child sexual abuse material. She references that. She talks about reaching out not only to David's mother, but people on his management team. So that speaks to two of the special circumstances in this case that make the first-degree murder charge eligible for the death penalty here in California. That's, of course, murder for financial gain. There was some back and forth just now about whether preventing financial loss constitutes financial gain. The prosecution is alleging that it does, in fact, count. And there are several cases here in California that set a legal precedent for that. This also speaks to another special circumstance under that first-degree murder charge, and that is murder of a witness to a criminal investigation. And the prosecution made it very clear just now in their closing statements that there did not need to be an ongoing or pending criminal investigation for that special circumstance to be applied. Here's where there might be an issue, though. lying in wait. It seems to me, based on the text message conversations we were just parsing through in the courtroom, that Celeste was actually the one who demanded she and David have this meeting on the evening of April 23rd. She was the one who pushed him to have an in-person conversation.
And that's pretty interesting. Like, the defense was saying that she was the one that wanted to meet up with David on that date, that it wasn't David wanting to meet up with her. So they're arguing that that he didn't plan it. I mean, they're really just grasping here. Michi says, hey, still lured her to his house. If she was hurting him, he would have called police department and say it was self-defense instead of cutting her and putting her in the trunk. Yeah, that's the thing too. And I think he might have called his mom.
Fighting about whether he was dating somebody else. She became very upset after he says his parents are there visiting. He doesn't have time. She demands to see him, and finally he gives in. So we previously did not know that about this argument. We thought that he arranged it.
Well, he did get her the Uber, right? So it's interesting. I was listening to what the prosecution was arguing. They said lying in wait doesn't mean a surprise attack, but they're saying he's the one who got her the Uber, got her to go to the house, right? And we still don't know what actually happened in that house, because I have to tell you, when we're talking about potential now holes in the prosecution's case, didn't we learn a thing or two about potential surveillance footage and the Uber driver that may not be so helpful to the prosecution's case?
Yeah,
absolutely. I was wondering last week, as the prosecution was calling their witnesses for this preliminary hearing, are we going to hear from that Uber driver at any point? You know, we've heard about that piece of the investigation for months now, that an Uber picked up Celeste in Lake Elsinore, where her family lives, and then dropped her off at David's home, just about 80 miles away in the Hollywood Hills. We haven't heard from this Uber driver yet. Well, that came up today in court. Apparently, LAPD did interview that Uber driver, and he denies having any recollection of that trip. He cannot definitively confirm that he dropped her off at that time, just after 10 p.m. that night, and he does not remember picking her up or driving her there. That is absolutely a hole in what the prosecution has been alleging for months now.
And no surveillance footage of her showing up or him being at the house, which, if I'm reading it correctly, again, seems to be problematic, which I know I'm jumping around a little because I do want to get a
there has to be digital evidence
with Detective Farrell, but something else that really stuck out to me, they are mounting, as far as I can see, and I think the court referenced it, a potential self-defense argument. I mean, when I'm reading these messages, there was an aspect to it. And correct me.
Well, that's what, that when the prosecution was reading the text messages, yeah, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of text messages between David and Celeste Rivas. So I think what the prosecution focused on these text messages, but there might be other text messages of Celeste Rivas and David arguing about other women, but I think they highlighted this one because then the defense was saying like, hey, well, what about this and what about that? And so that's when I was like, whoa, there's got to be more. But I think what the prosecution is doing is they're narrowing it down to this specific incident with Asia that set her all over the top to where she's threatening David to expose him, to tell lies to her dad, to go to his place of work, place of business, and tell his coworkers. And there was a name too, I have to look at my notes, but there was a name that I have never heard of that she said that she was gonna tell someone's fiance. And I was like, who is that? And so I don't know, she brought up a name which was strange. I don't know who it is, but I'll look at my notes in a minute. And but I wouldn't doubt that there was, because they did break up 8 times. So I wouldn't doubt that this was another one of those instances where they're fighting, breaking up, making up, fighting, breaking up, making up. And this time around, what was the difference? And we were talking about that earlier, yesterday. What was the difference this time if Celeste Rivas and David broke up and he didn't kill her back then? What was it about the difference this time around that made him snap? And I think it was because she was really just on edge. He really wanted to go to tour. He really wanted to do his work. And Celeste Rivas was threatening to expose him. And I think that set him over the edge this time. I don't think she had brought that up, or if she did, it wasn't to this extent. So that was pretty interesting.
For wrong, did Celeste physically, or they try to suggest Celeste physically threatened David, and that perhaps when she got to his house, he acted in self-defense? Am I looking at this completely wrong?
You're not.
Yeah, that
We've
one.
talked about a couple different defenses that attorneys have been, I think, either laying the foundation for or exploring as a potential option if or when this does go to trial. And I think this self-defense argument may be the one they have the strongest foundation for right now. As to the point you're making about physical assaults from Celeste, that was actually stricken from the court record this morning. The judge explained she is the victim here. She is not being charged with assaults. So until this goes to trial and the defense is presenting a self-defense argument, that's simply irrelevant. But that did come up, and it sounds like there may be evidence relating to that we could hear at a later date. But to your point too, Jussie, about that surveillance footage or lack thereof, absolutely. I mean, there is irrefutable hard evidence for so many other things, right? Phone records, Tesla records, text messages that spell out what people were saying and doing at specific times. There is no surveillance footage actually showing David or Celeste going into or coming out of the Doheny Place home where he was staying at the time. The LAPD detective, Corey Farrell, the final witness for the prosecution during this preliminary hearing, he spoke to that today. And he laid out what I thought was a very reasonable explanation. He says by the time they tried to access that security system to search for that video,
It had been written over.
So long, it had been months, and the system simply overwrote itself. It wasn't stored there anymore. Now, we don't know if somebody may have gone back and deleted that. We don't know if the cameras may have been turned off during that time. All we know is there is no video. So what the prosecution has been alleging this whole time, that David stood by and watched the victim bleed out, well, there's no video to document it. So we have to wonder, Jussie, if they're going to call another witness to the stand during the trial who can say that they saw that happen.
Oh, I saw this lady. She's in court. She's real nice. This lady right here. I didn't know that was her talking. Dang, she's really good. Reporting.
Well, I think what I was hearing today...
And that's the thing, too. It's like, how much more evidence are they going to have? And I think the testimony is going to be... it's going to be earth-shattering, the testimony. I have a feeling that David told either his mom, his family, somebody close. I have a feeling that David told somebody what he had done or what he was going to do. Or, I just have a feeling that David told somebody what happened.
Is they're assuming that happened because the argument would be there was no outgoing calls to emergency services. Although it seems to be complicated a little bit because the defense was saying you're a medical examiner, right? The medical examiner said that.
Oh yeah, Julia. Yeah, she's very nice.
Celeste to succumb to her injuries, right? So this idea that you claim our client was watching her bleed out, it seems that it's complicated by the ME's testimony, right?
That's right. He testified the other day, either one of those two penetrating wounds that they attributed her death to, either one could kill somebody in, quote, minutes to an hour. That is a pretty wide window of time. And he simply can't say, and that's because of the advanced state of decomposition. She may have been dead for weeks to months before her body was found. We saw in very graphic imagery exactly what her body looked like when the pieces were found in body bags inside that vehicle. So he can't say. He can't say which penetrating wound happened first. It took them about 3 months just to finalize their autopsy findings and confirm her cause of death. So he doesn't know what kind of instrument or weapon caused those injuries. The body goes through a lot of change post-mortem. So there was back and forth the other day about just how deep those penetrating wounds really were. They cannot say for sure at this point.
I have to tell you, I was reading your notes. An interesting name popped up. Somebody that I was wondering he knew was a reported associate or friend of David, somebody who created some social media video in anticipation of this case, and that is Asia Collins. We never really understood what her connection or role was to this.
And now
we
do.
Did get a lot more information today about Asia Collins, didn't we?
Asia Collins.
We did, Jesse. Turns out Asia Collins, who is an LA-based influencer, social media model, she's got a presence and a platform online. Turns out it was her association with David and their rumored friendship or perhaps early stages of dating that made Celeste incredibly upset. And that is what Celeste cites as the source of her anger when she is threatening David and telling him over text the night before he sent the Uber to pick her up and deliver her to his home. She tells him over text that she's going to, quote, mutilate his... She tells him that she doesn't want to see one more instance of David being tagged in posts with Asia Collins. Asia did come out on the record and state publicly after the charges were filed against David that she never dated him. Her name did come up today, and we've been waiting to see what kind of role she played in all of this.
But again, this whole idea that's so right, and the defense is saying Celeste was the one who wanted to come over. Celeste was the one who was dangerous. Celeste was the one who was violent. Celeste was the one that was threatening him. And I appreciate where you said the court kind of put a limitation to that, but you're seeing where the defense may go if this ultimately goes to trial. However, we've been talking about the kind of the holes in the defense's case. Something else that Detective Farrell mentioned today, I was hoping you could amplify it, was this idea of tracking the movements of the car and the phone. That came up today, right, about David's electronic signature, electronic movements. Can you talk to us about that?
That's right. It came up again. This was from testimony that another LAPD expert spoke to a couple days ago last week during the first few days of this preliminary hearing. And in short, what that testimony established was that David's phone and David's Tesla were moving in the same place at the same time the night that Celeste was allegedly killed. So that came up again today, and they reminded the courts that as part of the prosecution's case, they found David left, or David's vehicle and his phone left his Hollywood Hills home at about 11:30 p.m., so about an hour and a half after Celeste arrived at that home, and then headed up to Lake Cachuma. Now, he went further north than that to charge his Tesla. It stopped at a supercharger location, and there were photos shown to the court today as part of the People's Exhibit of the infotainment system in David's Tesla.
Oh, yeah, the infotainment system.
That tracks, I think, without a lot of room for doubt, where...
They had, on the infotainment system, they had, David had all the places he went. Damn. Oh, man.
The vehicle was. There's still a question as to whether there's any surveillance footage that shows David inside the car. Defense obviously pointed that out the other day. There's nothing so far that places the defendant definitively inside his car as it's moving away from the house to Lake Kachuma, where the victim's passport card was found months later.
Julia, I thought another interesting point was about Celeste's family. There seemed to be a big conversation today about what did they allegedly know or seemingly know about David's purported alleged illegal sexual relationship with Celeste, which, by the way, we'll talk about this in a minute, the prosecution said even if there's this idea that David was mistaken about how old Celeste was, that's not a legal defense to the charge that he's facing. And we talked last week about all the alleged imagery and photos and text messages potentially proving their sexual relationship, which is pretty disgusting to say the least. That whole conversation. But the point is, I have to bring it up. There was testimony today regarding what Celeste's family knew, and if I'm reading your notes correctly, did her parents walk in right as this was happening?
So, to be clear, Jesse, as you stated, and the prosecution made this very clear in court today, several different ways, it does not matter how old Celeste told David she was. That does not absolve him of these child sexual abuse charges. It does not matter if she lied to him about her age and said she was 18 when she was 13. That does not change the factual substance surrounding that particular charge, sexual abuse of a minor under 14. It also does not matter that her parents consented to letting her travel with him. It also does not matter that her parents, her aunts, her cousins, and apparently her older sister were aware that she spent time with him, went to the mall with him, went to the movies with him. That does not make it okay for him to have sexual relations with this child. So that did come up, and I think that's part of this bigger story, right? We're getting a more colorful picture of what was happening around not only David, but Celeste. Yes, it does seem like, based on the evidence shown to the court today, people around her, including her family, they were aware the two of them spent time together. But beyond that, we don't know if her parents were aware of this purported abortion that happened in January 2024. And let me just remind you, in January 2024, Celeste was still 13 years old. We don't know if her parents were aware that he was instructing her to take Plan B. We don't know if they were aware of who she was with and what they were doing when she ran away from home, her home in Lake Elsinore, at David's prompting. He called that OA. He had a name for those runaway operations. He called them Operation Awesome. He was talking to her over text in records that we've seen. He was talking to her about getting married, starting a family. He told her over text, if you have twins, great, because we wanted 2 kids anyway. She was 13 years old when they were having those conversations.
And Celeste's family in court today was listening to all this?
They were. Her parents, Jesus and Mercedes, they walked in a little bit late. They came in around 10 in the morning, and they're sitting through this testimony. They are sitting there through closing statements. We feel their presence.
By the way, how is David acting and behaving in court today?
He's so interesting to watch, Jesse, because the responses, the reactions, I think you would expect from somebody in his position. We're not seeing those. I'm sitting at an angle, maybe about 15 to 20 feet behind him, so I can see from the side his facial expressions. He walked in this morning, he was smiling, laughing a little bit, sidebarring with his attorneys. He's been sitting in his usual seat at the end of the counsel table, kind of staring straight ahead for most of today. He did start taking notes. That was something we didn't see during the first 3 days of this preliminary hearing, but he was jotting something down as they were going back and forth talking about the text message conversations. Beyond that, we haven't heard much from him. He's very still. He's not moving much. He's not fidgeting the way that he was on Friday when testimony was dissecting the child sexual abuse material found on his phone. But it's very interesting to observe him. I've had a couple hallway conversations during breaks with the courtroom sketch artist, and she agrees. I mean, in her words, she says it's like he's off on a different plane.
Yep. Pretty crazy stuff, man.
We just left off where you got out of court to speak to us. The defense, I understand, had made a motion to basically say, hey, listen, court, there's insufficient evidence for this case to move forward. And as we're talking about, by the way, it's interesting. I've always wondered, why was there no grand jury indictment in this case? I was thinking, maybe there's an issue with some of the holes we're talking about. But talk to me about, if you could summarize, what have been some of the arguments from the defense today about why there's not enough evidence to support these specific charges, the elements of these charges, and what have you heard from the prosecution in response?
So what we just heard from the defense before breaking for lunch, defense attorney Marilyn Bednarski was laying out 5 issues that she has with the prosecution's case. Essentially, she is alleging they don't have any evidence proving murder. She says they only have evidence that can support concealment and transportation of a body. They also spent quite a bit of time attacking special circumstances surrounding that first-degree murder charge. It seems like there's a lot of focus on that, and of course, lying in wait, murder for financial gain, or in this case, murder to prevent financial loss, which the prosecution has established is essentially the same thing, and murder of a witness to a crime, which the prosecution has established. They can apply.
I think it is.
There's no pending criminal investigation yet. So there's a lot of focus, I think, on validating those special circumstances and perhaps saving their client from the death penalty, which the DA, the LA County District Attorney Nathan Hoffman, hasn't actually decided whether or not they're going to pursue. There wasn't a lot of back and forth in the defense team's closing statement relating to the charge for which I think there is the most hard evidence for, the continuous sexual abuse of a child under 14 charge. The 3 felonies here, including mutilation, unlawful mutilation of human remains, first-degree murder, and the continuous sexual abuse of a child charge. After prosecution wraps, I believe defense may have another opportunity to respond. So there's still a question mark on whether this is actually going to end today or if this might continue into Tuesday morning.
Julia Denny, thank you so much for coming on. I really, really appreciate it. So after I finished up with Julia, this is what came out of court. The judge found that there is sufficient cause to believe the defendant is guilty and to move this trial on all 3 counts, talking about how such a low standard it is. The judge reminded this is an exceedingly low standard, sufficient cause to hold someone to answer, again, probable cause. Apparently, David was staring straight ahead of the judge with his arms folded in front of him as she was reading this case, the law notes, court decisions. So yes, the judge found that there's sufficient probable cause. This is going to move forward, and it appears that an arraignment on these charges is going to be held on Monday, August 31st at 8:30 a.m. Bail has been denied, and there was also reporting from Julia that David was nodding rapidly as his attorney was whispering to him before waiving the speedy arraignment. So again, Monday, August 31st arraignment at 8:30 a.m. Prosecution agreed, and now we're going to move forward. Now, before we wrap things up, here is Los Angeles District Attorney Nathan Hochman outside the courthouse after the court's decision.
Good afternoon. My name is Nathan Hochman. I'm the Los Angeles County District Attorney.
We heard that one. Dang, that was wild, man. Wild stuff, wild stuff. I mean, I'm wondering what more evidence do they have? Like, dang, I felt like they presented a lot of evidence these 5 days. So I'm like, what else what more do they have? What more could they have on this guy? It's not looking good for David. Not looking good. Yeah, he was taking notes. Maybe writing a song. I don't know, man. Knowing him, he's probably writing a song. He's cooked like an egg. Yeah, Nathan did sound confident. I mean, yeah, they must have a ton then. Like, man, it's gonna be interesting. There's gonna be some interesting stuff coming up.
Merge onto US 101 North.
I think I'm already there.
In about 12 miles, take exit 96B onto Laguna Street.
Oh, sir. Wonder who else's DNA was found mixed with Celeste and David's. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. It was 2 males and then 2 females. I mean, I think it was David. Well, it was his. I think the other one was Neo. The other one's Celeste, and then the other one's got to be Asia, in my honest opinion. Can I sleep soon? Yeah. Yeah, about to crash. Oh shit! The pink one was for Asia. Holy shit! That's crazy. I mean, that makes sense. Dang. And maybe the other one was for Neo? I don't know. Whoa. How much further? Like 10 minutes or something. We're almost there. Look, the thing with those power tools is they're battery operated. They're not gas operated. So what happens with those battery powered ones, because I have battery powered and gas ones, the battery powered ones, you connect the battery, you put a little bit of oil in it, and then you just press a button, it's ready to go. As opposed to a gas one, we have to crank it up and start it. So they're very convenient, they're quieter too, like 60% less quieter than a regular conventional gas chainsaw. I mean, those chainsaws are noisy, like super noisy. They're not, but if you have a good chain and a decent, semi-decent chainsaw, I mean, you can cut through anything. But I mean, you can cut through, you know, nice bark, trees, etc., etc. I mean, I've cut a huge tree with a little chainsaw because I had really nice blades. You smell what I'm saying? You smell me? Ten minutes. Yeah, I have a few of those. I have a few of those battery powered chainsaws, man. They're really good. They're really good. Yeah, I think we'll find out what she knew and when she knew in the trial. Damn, we got 20 more minutes. I thought it was 10, but I punched in the actual coordinates. It's 20 more minutes. Santa Barbara's it took me 10 minutes here, but it's actually 21 minutes. Hey, Precious, thank you for the Cash App or PayPal. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I think that was from yesterday. Yeah, those freaking lanes are reduced. They're so narrow. Oh, is this an rest area? Rest? Oh no, National Guard. See if there's a rest area around here somewhere. I need to crash out, man. I'm freaking exhausted. See if we can find a rest area. Wish I was in Texas. The gas is cheaper there. My knee is itchy. Whoa. First Liberty podcast. What is you're not going to bed until I do? Oh, that's sweet. That's very kind of you, big cheese. Yeah, if you gotta go to bed, you gotta go to bed. You don't feel obligated to stay up. But I'm gonna find a place up here. rest area or something. My transmission feels a lot better after getting that flush done, man. The transmission flush, it feels way better. I'm gonna change all the other fluids, man. I should have done it in Texas. It was so cheap. It was way cheaper than here to do all the fluid change. I should have just done it there, man. I'm actually in Santa Barbara now. We sleep with the shark sleep. It's crazy, huh? Like how far David went to dispose of evidence. I mean, we are far. It's like trying to distance himself from the crime scene. I media trained you. What did David mean by that? Delete everything. Delete it all. Remember that? Delete it. Mods, can you guys delete all the VODs? And then he's calling his mods. Hey, delete that, delete it, delete the whole video. You know, the detective said that they weren't able to confirm its authenticity. I thought that was interesting. Detectives were unable to authenticize the authenticity of that video of 804 Doheny Place in LA, where he says, "I media trained you." I thought that was interesting. What's up, Tracy? How you doing? You just get off of work? Crab mac and cheese. Ooh, love me some mac and cheese. You guys will. What's up, Tammy? Lagging? Lagging? We're still lagging. What's happening now? Spooky. You see me? Oh, looks so spooky. You guys see me? Hear me? Oh my gosh, I need to take a nap. Oh. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna take a quick nap. And then I'll see you guys in the morning. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody that helped support the channel. I am exhausted. I need to get some sleep, all right? Good night, guys. Love you. Stay safe.